Ahsoka Episode 6 now out on Disney Plus for you guys to go and check out. I have just watched it and tell you guys my thoughts on it. Smash your thoughts down in the comment section below. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and let's talk about Episode 6 of Ahsoka right now. Okay, so Episode 6 of Ahsoka is now in the books, done and dusted. Only 2 episodes to go in this Ahsoka show. Don't know how they're going to wrap it up. I mean, it feels like there's going to be a season 2, or this is going to flood into something else, because I don't know how they're going to wrap up this storyline in 2 episodes. I mean, I don't want them to rush it. But look, obviously, people have been saying they absolutely love last week's episode, and that's awesome. People have been raving about it. For me, it was a decent episode. It had cool elements in it, but I thought overall it was just more nostalgia than anything else. Now we move into episode 6, and for me, this is the best episode of the actual show itself. I feel like this is the best. I feel like this is now we're getting to those, 8s and 9s out of 10. I think this episode, what made it so good is you actually dove into one of the most interesting characters we've had to date in Star Wars, in Baylan. Now we're starting to see more of Baylan and what he really is. What is his true ambition? What is his actual ideology? Like, why is he going on this adventure with Morgan to get to Thrawn? What is the end game for this person? And we got to learn a lot about him in this episode. We start to talk about his backstory more, about like his feelings towards the Jedi Order in particular. How he's fond of it, of like the idea of it, but not the truth behind it. And I find that so fascinating and so interesting. And Baylan, to me, he is by far one of the best characters we've had to date since probably Kylo Ren. Like, he is so interesting. I want to know more about Baylan now. And now, obviously, going to the other galaxy, to the home world, the birth world of the Night Sisters. Now we're starting to see that he has some ideas of something that's going on here. Obviously, he knows about the folklore stories, but there's something there that's calling him. Now, he doesn't refer to himself as a Sith, and he doesn't refer to himself as a Jedi. He just refers to Shin as, I've trained you into as something else. Now, what is on this planet that he is drawn to? And I just find it so interesting. And every time he's on screen, man, he steals the absolute show. He is by far the best thing about the Ahsoka show so far. I have a fear that they're going to kill him off. Obviously, we know the actor died. Rest in peace. I mean, he is just doing an absolute phenomenal job. I have a feeling they're going to kill this character off. If they don't, they're going to have to recast. Which I'm fine with, because this character itself is so interesting and needs to continue. But I got a feeling they're going to kill this character off, and it's going to be a shame, because it's like, man, I love Baylan. I love Baylan. He's the person I'm rooting for. Out of all the characters in Ahsoka, I'm rooting for Baylan right now. I'm like, I want Baylan to find what he is looking for and what he is after. I want him to find it more than anyone else. So that to me is the best part. Another thing that I absolutely love about this episode is the world building here. The world building in here, going to a different galaxy. The one thing I've wanted Star Wars to do is to go to different planets. Expand this universe. Star Wars is gigantic. It's massive. There are so many planets, galaxies, and stuff like that out there to explore. We're finally gone to another galaxy, which I'm absolutely thrilled about. We're expanding the universe itself. And now we're getting some more lore when it comes to the Night Sisters. This is the home world. We are getting to discover new things, new creatures, new bandits out there. Like, we are just seeing all this new stuff that I absolutely love. It was great to see the Night Sisters as well on the big screen, on live action. That was great to see. The turtle crab looking people, man. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm glad they went down the practical effects. They looked like they were like practical Cybertronic things, and I love that. That's what I loved about the original trilogy in Star Wars, and that is not the use of CGI, but the use of the practical stuff that makes it just feel more realistic. And I loved how they looked. The design was absolutely flawless. It looked incredible. So we have that as well, and I loved all the world building. Thrawn's back. Thrawn is in this one. I'm sorry, but he does kind of look funny. It's gonna take a while. Obviously, in Rebels, he has such a chiseled jawline and stuff like that. So you gotta take it with a pinch of salt and stuff like that. But hey, he's fine in that. Obviously, he's got motive and that behind it. He's got his whole squadron. He's still got the starship as well. How that's still floating about, I don't know. I really want to know. Like, this is probably the one criticism I have of this particular episode so far is, how did Thrawn survive all this time? How did all his men survive as well? Like, obviously, I'm hoping that gets answered in the next episode or episode. I feel like it has to be answered in the next two episodes. But otherwise, it's just like, so what? I'm just meant to just believe he survived all this time? Like, how did he survive? And I feel like he's all clean and everything like that. Like, I want to know that story of how he survived, how him and Ezra survived, and how they parted ways. Like, what happened there? I feel like we need to know that. I'm hoping we get to know that in the next episode. I feel like we're going to get that with Sabine and Ezra as they're talking and, like, catching up with each other. I feel like we're going to find out about that. I feel like I'm more confident I'm going to find out how Ezra survived and how he parted ways with Thrawn there. But I want to know how Thrawn survived as well and how all these men survived on this planet. Like, it's like a deserted planet, man. It gives me Tatooine vibes, but just not desert. It's just absolutely just obliterated planet with just rock and all. Like, it really looks like an apocalyptic event happened there. So I want to know how that all happens. Obviously, he's got an agenda as well, and I'm interested to know about that. They gave us a little bit of that, of like Thrawn and the Night Sisters. What is the connection there? What are they going for? How are they coming back? What is his ultimate plan? That's going to be all cool and stuff like that. We got a little bit of Ahsoka as well in here as well at the start. But overall, man, I really like this episode. I feel like Sabine, this is another little criticism I have as well. Sabine kind of annoys me here. The fact that she doesn't tell Ezra, like, how she got there and stuff like that. Like, bruv, Ezra did all this so that the galaxy could be safe from Thrawn. And now all of a sudden you're like, bruv, you just brought him there. Like, I probably should tell Ezra here so we can at least come up with some sort of way how we're going to get off this planet, because I have no idea Ahsoka's coming. Obviously, we see Ezra here as well. That was all great as well. I'm glad they gave him a beard and stuff like that. He looks like he's been there surviving with these little crab creature things. So that's all cool. I love the look of it. And it's just Baylan and Shin, man. I love that dynamic. I love all that stuff. To me, that is the most interesting part of Ahsoka. We have 2 episodes left. How they're going to wrap this storyline up and that, I don't know. I feel like you either need a season 2 here, or this is going to go into something else. And I feel like it's going to go into something else as well. That's what I might... If I had to put money on it, this isn't going to be Ahsoka Season 2. It's going to be into something else. It doesn't feel like the Ahsoka show. It feels like Rebels Part 2. That's really what this feels like. So it's like that. Obviously, the stuff with Ahsoka at the start, I mean, we're talking about Ahsoka again, talking about like, oh, she's willing. Sabine made a mistake here. It's like, she gave the map up and willingly left to go get Ezra. It's like, bruv, you could have stopped all this if you just got Luke Skywalker involved. If you just went up to him and, hey, bro, I need your help. Come with me. Luke comes with you. Bam, it's all over. Then none of this happens. But hey, so we'll just blame Sabine for making that mistake when I understand why Sabine did it. I understand that. And it's like, Ahsoka, you could have easily stopped this. Your decision not to go get Luke to help you is the reason why this occurred. So don't blame Sabine when it's actually technically can be your fault because you didn't go and get Luke Skywalker to come help you. Like, come on, man. You know him. You could have got him to come help you, and this wouldn't have happened. But hey, it is what it is. But anyway, I really like this episode. To me, this is the strongest episode, and I really enjoyed it. And now I'm excited for the next 2 episodes. I'm excited because I want to know what Baylan's planning here, man. I really want this character to survive. I'm rooting for him right now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Did you love this episode? Did you hate it? Smash it down there. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.